Hello, everyone. I'm Nana.
And I'm Lisa. Welcome back to VocabJamEnglish.
If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and join us every week.
It's Friday, which means it's time for our history talk.
Today's topic is Secrets of Arabian Nights.
And of course, we'll introduce some great English vocabulary along the way.
Oh, and if you want to see subtitles, please turn them on in the settings.
That's right. You can switch them on anytime to help with understanding.
There will be a quiz about the conversation at the end.
So grab your favorite drink, sit back, and let's dive into today's talk. Hey Nana, I really want to ride on a flying carpet someday.
Haha, that's such a you dream. It does sound fun.
Right? I want to fly over the desert at night and see the stars up close.
That's totally like the world of Arabian Nights.
Yeah. But what is Arabian Nights actually?
Its real name is 1001 Nights.
Oh. So is Aladdin in that?
Yeah, but Aladdin is just one story. There are many other famous stories too.
Like what?
Like Sinbad's Adventures, and Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves.
Ah, I've heard of those. But why did they put all these stories together?
That's the interesting part. It all starts with a clever queen named Scheherazade.
A queen? Why did she tell stories?
Well, the king was betrayed by his first wife. So he thought he could never trust women again.
Oh wow, then what happened?
He started marrying a new bride every day, and after spending one night with her, he would have her killed.
That's awful. Super scary.
It really was. The whole country was terrified.
So why did Scheherazade marry him?
She volunteered. She thought maybe she could change the king's heart with the power of stories.
Whoa, that's so brave.
Totally. So every night, she told the king an interesting story but stopped at the best part.
What? Then what did the king do?
He let her live to hear the rest the next night.
Ah. That's why it's called 1001 Nights.
Exactly. She did this for 1001 nights. In the end, the king fell in love and spared her.
That's such a good story. A woman winning with her mind. So cool.
That's why Scheherazade is still a symbol of wisdom today.
So what about Sinbad? What's his story?
Sinbad was a rich merchant from Baghdad who went on 7 dangerous sea voyages.
7. Why so many?
He wanted treasures and new things. But he ran into sea monsters, giant birds, and nearly died many times.
Whoa, that sounds more like survival than adventure.
Haha, true. But each time he used his wits or got lucky, and always made it back home richer.
No wonder people loved hearing that.
Yeah, it was exciting. People loved hearing how he escaped danger.
So how did people back then hear these stories?
Most couldn't read. So storytellers told them in markets or at home.
That actually sounds nice. Using your imagination.
Listening by the light of a lamp must have been really special.
Were the stories always happy?
Not really. Some were about betrayal, revenge, or magic going wrong.
Kinda scary.
But most had lessons, like don't be greedy, or trust matters.
I like that. It's not just fun but meaningful.
People back then loved clever stories that made them think.
Same as dramas now. People never change.
Exactly. Even after hundreds of years, we still want good stories.
Are the stories the same in every country?
Nope. In Egypt, they added Egyptian parts. In India, They changed things too. It was like a cultural remix.
That's so cool. Like a global collab.
Yeah. That's why there are so many variations all over the world.
But isn't the book super long?
Some are really long, but there are short collections too.
Good. Otherwise I'd totally start looking at my phone.
Ha ha. But the stories about magic markets and Sinbad's voyages would pull you in.
Yeah, I love stories that let me see pictures in my head.
That's why these tales have lasted. The images are so vivid.
Next time I see Arabian Nights on TikTok, I'll think of Scheherazade and Sinbad.
Then my stories were worth it. Let's talk about Greek myths next time. All right. Now it's time for our vocabulary corner.
Yes. In this section, we'll pick some words from today's conversation and explain them in a simple and easy to understand way.
Betrayal.
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 Betrayal means breaking someone's trust. It hurts because you thought the person would be loyal, but they did something wrong. A betrayal makes people feel sad and shocked. Similar word, disloyalty. Disloyalty is when someone is not faithful. But betrayal is stronger, it means someone really did something bad that broke trust. Example, finding out her best friend told her secret was a big betrayal.
Revenge.
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 Revenge means hurting someone back because they hurt you first. It feels like payback, but often it only causes more problems. Many stories show that revenge is not a good choice. Similar word, payback. Payback is more playful or light. Revenge sounds serious and dark. Example, he wanted revenge after his brother ruined his favorite game.
Wits.
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 Wits means using your mind quickly and smartly to solve problems. It's when you think fast to get out of trouble. Having your wits helps you stay safe or find answers. Similar word, cleverness. Cleverness is about being smart in general. Wits means quick thinking in tricky moments. Example, Sinbad used his wits to escape from a giant bird.
Scary.
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 Scary means something makes you feel afraid. Monsters, dark forests, and loud thunder can be scary. It makes your heart beat fast. Similar word, frightening. Frightening is even stronger than scary. It feels more serious. Example, the old ghost story was very scary.
Spare.
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 Spare means to let someone go free or not hurt them when you could have. It's like choosing not to punish or harm someone even though you have the power. Similar word, save. Save means to rescue from danger. Spare means deciding not to hurt or punish. Example, the king decided to spare her life after hearing her story.
Greedy.
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 Greedy means wanting too much, like too much food or money. It's when someone never feels they have enough and doesn't want to share. Similar word, selfish. Selfish is about not caring for others. Greedy means always wanting more for yourself. Example, the greedy boy grabbed all the candy and left none for his friends.
All right. It's time for the quiz corner.
In this section, we'll ask questions based on today's conversation.
1. Why did Scheherazade start telling stories to the king? A. Because she wanted to become famous. B. Because she wanted to change the king's heart with stories. C. Because she was forced to by her father. Correct answer, B. Because she wanted to change the king's heart with stories. 2. What kind of adventures did Sinbad have? A. He went to space and found aliens. B. He fought in big wars. C. He sailed on the sea, met monsters and giant birds. Correct answer, C. He sailed on the sea, met monsters and giant birds. 3. Why was the whole country terrified? A. Because the king married a new woman every day and then killed her. B. Because of a huge dragon. C. Because there was a long drought. Correct answer, A. Because the king married a new woman every day and then killed her. 4. Were the stories in 1001 Nights always happy? A. Yes, they were all love stories. B. No, some were about betrayal, revenge, and magic going wrong. C. Yes, they were funny comedies. Correct answer, B. No, some were about betrayal, revenge, and magic going wrong. 5. How did people hear these stories long ago? A. They watched them on TV. B. They read them in newspapers. C. Storytellers told them in markets or at home because most couldn't read. Correct answer, C. Storytellers told them in markets or at home because most couldn't read.
All right, we're coming to the end of today's episode.
If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out.
All right, see you in the next episode.
See you next time.